Welcome back to the best podcast on the internet, Survival of the Fitted. You're chilling here with your boy, Intern Joe. We got a very special guest in the building, Intern Lily, and none other than the most hated man on the internet right now, EMP Yerno. Let's talk about it, man. How are you feeling today?
So let's introduce Intern Lily. Lily, how's it going? First time on the pod. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm ready. I'm ready to go. I'm excited.
What are you wearing today? Are you dripping today? Yes or no? First time on the pod?
I'm wearing an Evermore crew neck. Really subtle. But
Very subtle.
I just caught this shirt from Kids of Immigrants. Love.
Ooh, everyone go peep her feed. You'll see it. This is great. I love it because a podcast is audio. So it's like, what are we wearing? We're wearing this.
Yeah.
People are on Spotify like, the fuck? Anyway, today we don't have an NBA player guest because there's more important matters at hand. We're going to talk about the All-LeagueFits teams, which, as you guys probably know, just dropped and everyone loved them. So I just want to talk about how everyone loved them. I'll run it through real quick if you somehow don't follow us on Instagram, but do listen to the podcast. The first team was Jordan Clarkson, Kyle Kuzma, Jason Tatum, Russell Westbrook, Frank Jackson. The second team is Chris Paul, Devin Booker, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, PJ Tucker, Serge Ibaka. The third team was Tristan Thompson, Terrence Mann, Tyler Herro, Tobias Harris, Jaren Jackson Jr. And then there was a rookie team too, which was Eli Hughes, Tyrese Halliburton, Cassius Stanley, Tyrese Maxey, and Denny, on the Washington Wizards, whose name I cannot pronounce. So yeah, let's talk about the first team. So everyone's been asking kind of about like the voting process, and I took input from Lily and Joe because I value them so much. But what, Joe?
Was that the truth? Right there?
Yes.
The truth?
They're in our group chat. I said, who would you guys pick?
Okay. All right.
Lily had a good one. I remember yours was basic.
Oh my God.
Okay. Well, you know what? Now you have the forum to get both of you. Let's hear your first teams.
I'm gonna give you my 5 because my 5 is the right 5.
Okay.
If you look at my track record when it comes to picking these teams, there's a lot of approval. A lot of people like my selection. So
yeah, well, it's because a lot of people from Nebraska and Iowa and Georgia follow us.
I need you to stop hating on the Midwestern states of the United States.
I don't want approval.
You've been doing this for 2 weeks in a row now.
I don't want approval from the mass, bro.
All right, going back to the 5 that it should have been.
Okay.
Number 1, we got JC, Jordan Clarkson, last year's MVP. Number 2, we got Kuz. No need for any explanation there. Number 3, we got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I don't know where he was at. I don't know why he was on the second team. I had nothing to do with that. Don't want to throw anybody under the bus, but it might have been Papi Pierno. Number 4, we got none other than PJ Tucker. For him to wear cheetah Yeezy 2s, like, you're automatically on the first team. He wore Nike Air Mags in the NBA Finals, dude. Like, I get it. This is like a regular season thing, but like, the track record is there. And number 5, we got none other than JJ Reddick. So yeah, that's a solid 5 right there. That's a solid 5. That's what the 5 should have been. That's all I gotta say.
Okay, Lily, it's your podcast debut.
Here I go.
What's up?
All right, so I think first I had Russell, of course.
Duh.
I had D-Book, Jordan Clarkson, Kuzma, and then Duke alum Frank Jackson.
Dang, but no Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
I was thinking about it. But then
I was too. Okay, so let's jump straight to the Shai Gilgeous-Alexander stuff real quick, because I think that's what everyone is like. Anyone that's listening to this podcast, that's the reason they're here. Everyone's like, oh, the internet fucking hates Ian because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was on the second team. That's still so lit, like, because he was definitely like the first one left off, I think, for me. And it's like top 6 is so lit. Like, that's the difference between being like Steph Curry and Dame Lillard. Like, you're still so cold. I will say, like, I don't know. I want to hear what you guys think too about like how you kind of picked your teams, because fashion is so subjective. So there's like no like linear way to decide this. But like every guy on my first team, there was fits that they wore that I didn't like. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, there's nothing he wore the entire year that I didn't like. But I love variety and I love taking risks. And, you know, he kind of has like his aesthetic and sticks to that, which is it's such a cool aesthetic. But it's kind of like the same thing a lot, like same 2 or 3 looks kind of rotating. And that's kind of what bumps him to the second team for me, which is still so lit. You're still like a top 6. Like, who's like the 6th best basketball player in the NBA? Like, Kawhi Leonard, like, still like super fucking good. Like, it's not a diss. I don't hate SGA. I hope he doesn't hate League Fits. I'm kind of curious though. Like,
he does.
Now we heard your team's like, shut up, Joe. I'm sorry. Don't report me to like Slam HR. I love you. But like, yeah. What was like your guys' thought process when you were coming up with like your teams?
So I'm kind of in that same thing. Like, I like the whole analogy of like filling up the water versus like expanding the cup. I want to see like multiple different looks. So that's why somebody like a Kuz is on my list. And like, if you look at, because I posted the gallery for Kuz yesterday, and all in the comment section was like, Kuz over Shai, y'all tripping. And like, if you think about what you're just saying right now, I resonate with that, because we seen the flamboyant pants, Air Jordan 1, you know what I mean, jacket combo from like
big,
Shai,
big
but
puffy
like
vest.
Yeah, but we haven't, like, if you look at like a Kyle Kuzma, like, you don't know what you're gonna get. Like, he might wear like streetwear, and then he might wear like menswear, then like he might put them both together and like bleach his hair. Like, I don't know like what he's gonna do. But like, if you look at like, and it comes down to like, bro, if I seen like an Oklahoma City Thunder, like, oh, Thunder playing, like, I feel like I know what like Shai's gonna look like. I have no idea what like a Kuz is gonna look like, and I like that, because I feel like you're trying to be different, like expand and like show variety and stuff like that. So that's why he belongs on the list. Should we go through like the whole list, or just like?
No, I was just kind of getting your thought process. Lily, what was your thought process?
Honestly, I think like I'm more like simple. Like, if you can make something so simple look so good, that's kind of like what my thought process was. But then again, like, all 5 of the people that I picked can also dress so differently.
Yeah.
But like, they can make anything look clean, whether like I like it or not. Like, I would look back and look at a fit and just say like, wow, that's like, I would never think of someone wearing that, but like, that looks good.
No, I hear that. And it's like stuff like Devin Booker and like Frank Jackson wears stuff. Even Jason Tatum. That's part of the reason I like Jason Tatum a lot, was like, he wears stuff that like you, me, Joe could all wear. You know what I mean? Yeah. Kuzma, like, I can't wear like runway Dolce to Whole Foods. You know what I mean? Like, I can't wear a runway Dolce to work like Kyle Kuzma does. I'm thinking like that tetrahedron ass fit where it's like the different blues and whites. You guys know which one I'm talking about?
Yeah. It's like,
you know, kinda. Which, but it's so fun. That was like my favorite outfit of the entire season. But yeah, so I think it's cool. Like, I loved, Lily, you had Devin Booker. If I had picked the teams after the playoffs, Devin Booker would have been on my first team. He is just so clean.
Yeah.
Speaking of Devin Booker, someone else that kind of has a similar aesthetic to him, D'Angelo Russell. Go ahead, Joe.
I don't want to talk over it, but I was literally going to say that, because like, when Lily was saying there's people who make like simple stuff look cool, there's times where like, especially like in the midseason when he came back from injury, there was times where like I would go through the DM request and it'd be like, dude, post D'Lo's fit. I'm like, damn, let me go on Getty and see what D'Lo had on. Bro, D'Lo had on like a linen, you know what I mean, sweatsuit with like some linen, like way of Wade's. It's like, it's not a crazy fit, but he makes clothes look good. Like, there's certain people in the league that just make clothes look good. And D'Lo's one of those people. So like, if D'Lo wasn't injured and if he had more time in the tunnel, we were just talking about this off the camera, like, he would be on my first team. He would probably be on the first team. Like,
yeah, he was last year, I think. If he wasn't, he was like high second team. So yeah. Oh yeah. Let's tell the audience about that, because what it's based on. You want to tell them, Joe?
So, by my understanding, it's like appearances in the tunnel. It's just kind of like
it's just tunnel picks from this season.
Yeah, it's regular season tunnel picks. Like there's times where like if
because otherwise it would be the same
playoffs. It's
the reason we didn't pick after the playoffs is because we published these in the Slam magazine, so there's like deadlines and all this shit. But yeah, so it's based on just tunnel picks. Because that gives everyone kind of like an equal playing ground, and also the teams would be the same every single year. If like tunnel picks, if it was just like in general who has the best fashion, like Kelly Oubre didn't make it any team this year. A guy who I thought would be on the first team every single year till he retires, and I think the first league fits MVP. Because he just like, and he admitted this on the Complex podcast that I actually think you sent me, Joe. He was just like on some chill shit this year. But you go to his IG, like he's still fashionable as fuck. So yeah, we keep it on tunnel picks, just level that playing field for everybody. Okay, so I feel like I've been talking so much. Sorry, guys. But
you're good. You're good.
One of the things that someone asked yesterday on the little Instagram story Q&A was if we did a fourth team, who would it be? You guys want to brainstorm one up real quick?
I'll give you like a dark horse that like I was almost excited to like see if he could make the third team. When I look at like a guy like Jared Vanderbilt, like I feel like he's like the people's champ. Like if we look at like guys who are like, man, like I can resonate with that. Like he does what he does really well. Like he'll pull up with like the vintage tee and the Air Jordan 1s. And I get that that's like a look that we've all seen a million times, but like I'll argue that he can like do that look the best. Like, I don't know, like it's something about, and every time I post Jared Vanderbilt, like that's what the people are saying too. Like the comment section is all like, bro, he's so, and then I'm pretty sure we were going through the responses and somebody was saying like, where's like Jared Vanderbilt at? Like, so he's like definitely a sleeper pick. Yeah, he's a sleeper pick for sure.
Like, come on, let's all name someone and then we'll fill out the last two slots together. Lily, who were you like most heartbroken to see not make it?
I would say Jay Crowder.
Yeah, I didn't know how smooth he was. I was late to the Jay Crowder party.
Same, low-key same. But like looking back at his fits, I was like, wow, like this man can dress.
Yeah. The playoffs was such a good platform for him.
Yeah.
For me, it was probably Terry Rozier, who's made these teams in the past, and Terry is also 50% of the time that I post Terry, I'll say coolest basketball player in the National Basketball Association, because it's true as fuck. There's nobody in the NBA cooler than Terry Rozier. So I think this team so far is what? Terry, Jay, maybe fuck it. Maybe we just post this team after the pod comes out. Terry, Jay, Jared Vanderbilt.
I have another pick that's like, he's always like on the cuff for me. Yeah. Like as far as like, should I post it? Should I not? Like Cameron Payne, another like player on the Phoenix Suns, like Cam Payne.
He's solid.
He's really, he's solid. Like he's a solid pick for me. So I'll put him on that team for sure.
Well, we'll negotiate the last two slots. I think Cam Payne's cool. There's a lot of real fashionable guys. I know who are you thinking, Lily?
I was gonna say Drew Holiday, but I don't know.
He's cool. He's simple. That's like kind of your aesthetic.
Yeah, I think I like the simplicity in fashion.
I loved Patty Mills this year, and I love Patty Mills every year, and he's never made it. And it was like I thought I wanted this to be the Patty Mills year. For me, it was Patty Mills, and then Jaylen Brown from the Celtics, just because I love guys that get creative without sneakers. And Jaylen Brown's one of those guys that wears like boots and docs and different things. And Kyrie too was the one for me.
I
the
love
walking
Kyrie.
stick, DeAndre Jordan. All right, we've named a bunch of names. Let's figure out like these last two slots.
I'm gonna throw in a name real quick. How do you feel about like a when you talk about like creativity? How do you feel about like a guy like James Johnson?
I love James Johnson. He made the team last year. He was on the second team last year. I feel like I just saw less pictures of him this year. Like part of it also is like tunnel picks. Like some teams like post more tunnel picks than other teams. So it's like hard to tell. Like I definitely feel like I saw less James Johnson picks this year. Yeah. And when I did, they were like on his gram or they were a little bit less bold, because I remember 2 seasons ago, he wore like the tinfoil like NASA suit and shit. He was like crazy. James Johnson's cool as hell though. Also, he's Painted Nail Gang. Which is dope. Yeah. Okay. Bobby Portis was cool too. I'm literally just like scrolling through our Instagram feed right now.
Mm-hmm.
Bobby Portis was tough. Bradley Beal was tough. Damn, the block is hot. Who's that? Who's got
There's
the
a lot of
sirens?
names, dude. There's
That's
so
Lily.
many. Like,
just some Durham, North Carolina shit, you know.
Yeah.
Terrence Mann made it. Okay, so let's figure out these last two slots. I'm like, I'd like vouch for Patty Mills like till it's fucking backwards.
No, yeah, I'm with that. Like, if he's on the team, like I'm 100% behind that.
We're cool with Patty on the 4th. And what are we thinking for the 5th?
Yeah, he worked
up
like he's
tough. We brought up Jay Crowder. We brought up James Johnson. What are you guys thinking after hearing all these names?
I mean, that 4th team, like, I feel like you can't play it because we already got guys who are like playing it cool. Like, I'm going with James Johnson, honestly, no doubt.
Yeah,
like, yeah, I like the risk he takes, like just being different and whatnot. Like, I'm on the James Johnson hype.
So
plus, you know what I'm saying, he's another JJ, so whatever.
I hate it here. So wait, so our 4th team would be Terry Rozier, Jared Vanderbilt, Patty Mills, Jay Crowder, James Johnson. Is that what we were thinking?
I mean, yeah. I just hate to leave Campaign off the list, but yeah, I feel it. But yeah, this may or may not ever even come out. This is a hypothetical 4th team.
Well, let's go, Jay Crowder. Let's go Jay Crowder versus Campaign. What do you like about Campaign, Lily? What you like about Jay Crowder? Let's pit the interns against each other.
Oh man, this is not good. All right, so I'll just start with. I feel like Campaign like doesn't miss. Like, I feel like he just doesn't. Like, I've never seen like a whack outfit from like Cameron Payne like that. Like, there may not be like amazing outfits, but like I feel like he's always in that. Like, he's not gonna miss too many. Like,
yeah.
So yeah, I'm going with that.
But sometimes dudes that don't miss, it's because they're not pushing the envelope far enough. Go ahead, Lily.
But this is the 4th team we're talking about.
I jumped on you.
No, yeah. I was just gonna say that you could say the same thing about Jay Crowder. At least from my opinion. Like, I don't think, at least all his playoff outfits, I was just like, this man is like looks sleek right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I give Jay points too, because like some of like these like buffer dudes, like Jay for example, like it's hard to get dressed and look good.
Yeah,
like sometimes like I don't love how like LeBron dresses, for example, but like I'm like, damn, it must be hard to find clothes when you're 6'8", 290 pounds of like pure muscle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I give points for that. All right, y'all. What do you think, Jay Crowder?
That makes me think about like, that makes that like that same like makes me think about like a guy like PJ Tucker, where I'm like, how is he like consistently finding like clothes that like you know what I mean, like fit.
He's not
his
crazy
body.
Tall, but he is built. He does have like interest in like husky shape.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, damn, that's kind of crazy. And plus, I've seen him wear stuff that like I never thought I would see him wear. Like what the heck?
Yeah,
or somebody
PJ
with that
Tucker.
same body type. Crazy.
Facts. Okay. I think if I had to break the tie, I'd probably go with Jay for the 4th theme, which would be Terry Rozier, Jared Vanderbilt, Patty Mills, Jay Crowder, James Johnson.
Sorry, Joe.
But like, that's the thing, y'all listening.
It's all good.
It's hard decisions, yo. And like, we can make a 5th team and a 6th team and a 7th team, and they'd all be swaggy as hell. So when people are snubbed, remember that some fly ass dudes didn't make it, period. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah. So I came up with this idea because there's been so much negativity in the comments this week. We're going to run through everyone that did make a team, and we're just going to say one nice thing about them. And if we don't have anything nice to say, then we just won't say anything. We'll just go,
that's the saying, right? If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all.
Yeah, so. You'll just be like, I think that actually would speak volumes. All right, 3rd team. We'll start. We'll go Lily, Joe, and then I'll finish for each person, okay? All right. Tristan Thompson.
The cardigans.
Mm-hmm.
He wears really cool pants.
He does wear really cool pants. He's Canadian, and he's nice, and he dresses nice. I don't know if he's actually nice. But he seems nice. Yeah, and he's cool. I feel like he's kind of similar to like, he has like a similar aesthetic to Shai, but I give him so much credit because he's like 9 feet tall and he does it.
Yeah.
Terrence Mann.
I love his pants. He has such colorful pants.
Terrence Mann. He doesn't miss.
Yeah.
I'll give him that one.
I think Terrence and Kuz are the two most uniquely dressed players in the league. And I think being unique is cool.
Yeah.
Tyler Harrow.
I would say he's different. Like some of his fits, he'll like wear. A lot of people like really don't like them, and I think I've learned that in the past like week more than ever. but yeah.
Tyler Harrow has a rap song named after him. He's forever goated.
Yep. Tyler Harrow wears Rick Owens on a weekly basis. Shout out to Rick Owens.
A lot of people don't like that, apparently.
I love Rick. Yeah. Tobias Harris.
He wore a MJ shirt that was pretty cool.
Whoa. Okay, Joe, what do you think?
I feel like he goes on that list of like he's smooth. I'll give him that. Tobias Harris is smooth. Yeah.
I think he has the best suits.
Agreed.
His stylist Eric like has his own suit company, Damari Seville, and so Tobias always has like the coolest looking suits.
I think like that Chinese gray suit on that one time.
Yeah, and he wore the Chinese New Year's suit, which is actually in the graphic we posted. So sick. Jaren, so sick. Jaren Jackson Jr.
I think he's just clean. Like all his fits are super clean.
He's 7 feet and he's like still stepping, which is not easy to do. So,
yeah,
props.
I like the patterns that he always plays with, like patterned pants. Like he'll do like a calm shirt and then patterned pants, or the opposite, and I think that's cool. This second team, we've touched on a bunch of these guys already, but Devin Booker.
He's clean.
Yep.
He's clean.
Book is really easy to make like really cool captions. Like every time I post Devin Booker, there always like some of my best captions. So shout out to
Me too, bro. There's always
so
a good
easy,
ass
like,
book pun.
So easy, like.
I love that he wears Chuck Taylors every single game because I am a fashion guy, I guess. And I wear Chuck Taylors every single day because I can't get into like sneaker hypebeast culture. So seeing Devin Booker wear Chucks every day just like validates my decision. Chris Paul.
I feel like he's also another guy that just never misses with his outfits. Like he can also wear something like a pair of jeans and like a shirt, and it just looks so like good on him.
Facts.
Chris Paul has the coolest stylist in the game. Shout out Courtney Mays.
Shout out Courtney, survival of the fitted guest.
Yeah. That's the only right answer.
It's the only right answer. For me, it's not only is he one of the best dressed, but he's also like the most importantly dressed. I love how he reps all like the North Carolina HBCUs and HBCUs in general, and like looks cool as hell doing it. You know what I mean? It's like some guys will like take stands for like really cool shit where they're like it's environment or stuff. I'm like, come on, there's a better way to do this than the graphic tee, bro. But he did like the patch jacket at All-Star. So dope. PJ Tucker.
Shoes. First thing that comes to mind.
I'll go back to like the body type. Like the fact that he can do what he does, like the way that he's built and stuff like that. Like it's not easy to do. So shout out PJ.
Same here, and I'm gonna go with shoes. Yeah, and he dress. I'm gonna just steal both of y'all's answers and combine it into one. My mom's favorite player, Serge Ibaka.
Ibaka like always just looks like he's like on vacation when he dresses. And I
that's
think
cool
it's so
as hell.
Fun.
Yeah. I would say shout out to Serge Ibaka because he does art. He doesn't put on clothes. He does art. So
I never wish injuries upon anyone, but when Serge was injured this year and he had to wear like fits for the courtside, he went bananas. Like bananas. Like I loved courtside Serge during the playoffs. And then the last one, SGA.
Oh
my God. I feel like when he dresses, he kind of looks like a suave, evil villain. He's always just like looks like so put together, but like he can make outfits like look so dark, but like good at the same time, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah, it definitely makes sense. It definitely makes sense.
I like that. I think like a little darkness, like that's hot. That's cool.
Yeah.
All right, so for Shai, he has the deepest pants collection in the whole entire league. And I'll go with he has like top 2 braids in the league. So
oh yeah, league fades check.
Yeah.
For me with Shai, we've said this like a few times, guys that like don't miss a lot or like guys that shoot 90% from the field. Shai shoots 100% from the field. Shai's never worn anything that I thought was whack. Like everything he's like, I love Kyle Kuzma. I've like seen some Kuz fits and be like, I'm not the biggest fan of that, but still like respect. But Shai is like never missed in his life. And I think that's super.
I think I would probably wear every single thing that he's wore, like ever.
Yeah.
Like, there's not one outfit that I'd be like, I wouldn't wear that. Like,
yeah. And now he can buy lots of Chrome Hearts jeans with that new contract. First team, Jordan Clarkson.
He's also like super unique with all of his outfits. So I would say like he never misses, even though he's like some of his things are just super out there.
Yeah.
Jordan Clarkson wore a kilt, so he's forever on my good side.
He killed it. He gave us lots of kilt it pun captions.
Yeah.
Jordan Clarkson's probably my favorite LeagueFits player in the league. If I was in the business of doing back-to-back MVPs, I think he would just win it every year. So that's the reason that I don't. Jordan Clarkson's like that. Yeah, my personal favorite. Next, Jason Tatum.
He's like new on my radar. Like I didn't put him on my first team, but I feel like looking back, like he has some really good fits.
Yeah.
I would say Jason Tatum is like the most improved, which is crazy because he's like sitting at the top. So you don't really typically hear that. And I've discussed this before, but like when you look at like how like his range of like to get to where he's at right now, like I would say Jason Tatum like took the biggest step forward out of anybody in the league when it comes to clothes.
That leap started when he was in the bubble. When the bubble started, that's when like the Jason Tatum like blow up began.
Was he the bubble MVP?
So Megan Rapinoe was the Megan Rapinoe. Sorry, Megan Rapinoe was the bubble MVP because she went crazy.
That was actually so funny when I saw that. I was like, "What?"
There was no debate. Oh my god, so many people were mad about that. I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
Yeah,
she's so cool. The only woman in the world that can make me feel patriotic. Okay, Russell Westbrook.
I mean, he's just like he can put outfits together. I also think he just like can never miss. I'm trying to think like a specific outfit. He's also like really bold with his colors.
Oh, I love that. I love colors.
Yeah.
I'm so over like go ahead, Joe. My bad.
Okay, no. I don't know if it was my turn, but I would say Russell Westbrook's the biggest risk taker in the league. Like, I feel like he dresses exactly how he plays. Like, he's going to give you, like, if you look at how the way he plays and stuff, I don't want to get too basketball-ish on here because we don't really talk about basketball, but, like, he's going to, like, give you, like, 3 crazy dunks, but then he might give you, like, 3 pull-up threes where you're like, what the hell are you doing, dude? And that's the same way he dresses. Like, he'll give you, like, 2 looks where I'm like, damn, that's amazing. And then he'll give you 2 more looks back-to-back that's like, why did you put that on, like, your body? Like, what the fuck? Like, so, Russell Westbrook.
It's like, I think if I had to like summarize what you just said, he's strategically erratic. And I think that's 1,000% a compliment. Frank Jackson, who made his first LeagueFits team ever this year, and it was the first team.
He just seems so earthy and like vintage, and I love that about him. Like he just seems like so down to earth, and it like just speaks through his clothes.
I would say Frank Jackson is relatable because I feel like the fact that he made the first team should be like inspiring because it should show you that there's like change on the horizon. Because I would say like a lot of the stuff in Frank Jackson's closet, never seen his closet before, but I'm sure like is attainable. Like it's not like runway, it's attainable. So
yeah, I I think I'm gonna kind of go with Joe. I like that it wasn't like too hype beasty. Like, I don't even think this man like wore like a pair of Jordans. All respect to Jordan, the Slam sponsor. But like this dude didn't wear Jordans. Like, I think he wore Jordans like once the entire year. And he was still so cool, and everything he wore was so attainable and dope. Like, what I liked about Tatum was that, you know, he had like some crazy stuff and then some like super attainable stuff. Like Frank Jackson was straight attainable, and he looked cool as hell, bro.
Yeah.
I think that's super dope. And then we'll wrap up on Kyle Kuzma.
I don't know like one specific thing. I just think like he's well dressed all the time. However, his pick with Winnie of just like him in that suit was spot on.
Oh, they are so sexy.
Yeah.
Oh my God. They are like, I hate goals is so overused, but they are so goals.
I would say Kuz probably had my favorite outfit this last season. Or he had a couple of my favorite outfits this last season.
Which one was it?
Like, so I really liked when he played the Knicks and he had the suit, like that brown suit with like the mirrors on it. I really love that outfit, and I made sure to make that the cover photo of the gallery that I posted yesterday. And then also, as soon as he bleached his hair, he started dressing way better. Like he started like wearing like the Louis Vuitton millionaire glasses. He had a fit where he had like an orange like crew neck with like purple pants on. Yeah, that was like probably like one of my top 3 favorite fits. Like he probably has a couple of my top 3 favorite fits this year. So. My opinion, I'm a Kuz fan. I think he's gonna be an all-star next year, but hey, that's whatever.
Me too. I'm a big Kuz fan as well. The Dolce runway one was my favorite fit of the year. I know it's straight off the runway, but like guys don't wear runway shit in the tunnel. Guys won't get approved by designer brands to wear like shit in the runway. Also loved the one where he wore like the hat that almost had like ears on it. That was super cool. And then there was one, it was in New York. I forget if it was Brooklyn or the Knicks. But he wore like just like a graphic tee and jeans and like cool shades. He just looked cool as hell. And like, so 3 of like my like top 10, top 5 like favorite fit picks this year were from Kuz. Yeah. And before we head out, I think we realized how things can change so fast. Like Kelly Oubre didn't make an All-LeagueFits team this year. If you guys had to like bet. Yeah, well, I mean, even he admitted. Go ahead, Joe. You have the floor.
No, but I just was seeing like a lot of people like say that, like, "Where's Kelly? Where's Kelly?" And I'm like, I don't think you guys understand. Like, this is year by year. Like, this is not like, you know, stuff changes so quickly. Like, I don't know, but
he took a gap year.
Yeah, I think it's you know what it is. Coming from someone who's literally in the Bay Area right now, cool basketball players come to the Bay Area to die. Like, if you're cool, like D'Lo was so cool, and then he come to the Bay Area, and his fashion just kind of like took a little step back, and now he's in Minnesota, and he's like thriving. When like Kelly was amazing, and then he came to the Bay, and then he's just like, damn, what happened? And now he's in Charlotte, and I'm sure he's gonna go freaking crazy. And like, I don't know what's up with here in the Bay, but like, dude, cool people come to the Bay Area and just like die. Like, it's too much like Silicon Valley is too safe out here.
Even though LaMelo doesn't dress cool, I feel like playing alongside LaMelo, there's pressure to be cool. So I feel like this year was the Kelly Oubre gap year, and now he's about to go crazy.
He's about to go insane.
Yeah, he's about to go snag another MVP. The original question was, if you had to bet like all of your college loans on who will make an All-LeagueFits team every year till they retire, who do you guys have?
100%. Jordan Clarkson. That's like the safe pick, like 100%.
Yeah.
JC.
I don't want to say the same thing. I agree, but I would say Russell Westbrook.
I'm with you too. Russell Westbrook, especially because he has his own brand, which is actually like a dope brand, Honor the Gift. So he's always going to have he'll never have a year where he just wears Nike sweatsuits. Because why would you when you have your own brand?
Yeah, his brand's super dope too.
Yeah, Honor the Gift.
I feel like I've never seen him in like Tech Fleece for being a Jordan athlete.
Yeah, I know.
I feel like I've never seen that,
which is cool. I'm gonna open the Q&As real quick, just make sure we didn't miss anything. Why isn't Shai first team? Why isn't Shai first team? Why didn't Oubre make the list? Kuz first team. Come on. Jordan Clarkson MVP. I wish I could every year. Why didn't Brandon Ingram make a team? A lot of people really like Brandon Ingram. Not like a huge fan, but like I mess with it. Yeah, I don't know.
Brandon Ingram,
Garbage list, my boy.
Brandon Ingram wore like different babes not every single game, but like a lot of these games, and like I know he had to get a lot of them customized to match his outfit. So like
that's I don't have a Nike contract special is wearing the babes every
it's
game.
like I'm an Adidas athlete, but like this Air Force silhouette is freaking amazing. So like let me just go rock with the babe on this one.
It doesn't, not even just Adidas, Puma, Adidas. Like if you want to wear Forces, you just cop the babes.
Yeah.
All right, fam. Well, I think we covered a lot of good stuff today. There was no guest this week because we just had to explain ourselves, man. I wasn't going to do this on like Instagram Live and like be like harass. So thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you, Intern Lily.
Thank you for
making your podcast debut.
Yes.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll see y'all next week. We'll have like an NBA player or something. And thank you for hating on our teams. But we love you.
We just had some explaining to do this week, so we had to just get the heat off of us. But
we just name of the episode. It's like when those YouTubers make apology videos after they do like horrible, like they do something like horribly racist, and then like the YouTube video is like the title is like what the fuck? I'm sorry, an explanation. That's this one.
All caps.
Yeah.
Yes, we're sorry. Here's our side. Anyways, this is the longest goodbye ever. Peace, fam. Yo, go follow Survival of the Fitted wherever you get your podcasts. And then have 3 of your friends follow the podcast. And then have 3 of their friends follow the podcast. And then boom, it's the League Fits Pyramid.